Bills at Chiefs.
The wise guys like Kansas City, but I've been on the Bills for a month to win the Super Bowl. The winner of this game, in my opinion, hoists the Lombardi Trophy. They have a winning record against the Chiefs, and Sean McDermott has been there. Did you know that in 9 meetings, they've won 5? They lead the NFL in turnover differential. This team is different. Like Kansas City, they don't beat themselves. Fewest giveaways, 8 in a single season in league history. 12 games this year without a turnover. Their defense also may not be elite, right? You don't think it's elite, but they led the NFL with 35 takeaways because you're usually trailing and have to play catch-up and are kind of predictable. Josh Allen in his playoff career, do not confuse him with Lamar Jackson. He has been excellent. Again, 9 games against Mahomes total. He's won 5. And Kansas City, I think the gig is up. Even if you go to that Houston game, they only had 212 yards offense. They only averaged 4 yards a play. Very Travis Kelce dependent. I like the Bills' receiving core better. I like their running back room better. I like their offensive line better. I think quarterback is a wash. Kansas City's got the better defense. Josh Allen has a way of making great defenses, reducing them to so-so. I'm going to take the Bills to win a close game outright. You know it's going to be close, drama-filled, 28-27. I believe whoever wins this game wins the Super Bowl. DraftKings Sportsbook.
Okay. Man, this is always the thing, you know. Colin can make it sound so easy. You know, you listen to this and you're just like, oh yeah, man, Bills are definitely going to win, and it's like, you know, like it's anxiety inducing. In a 28-27 game, bro, I don't even know if my heart can take games this close in the playoffs like this, man. I really don't. Watching all these games so closely and making all these videos and stuff like that, you know, I live for it. I love it, but I'm also kind of like, man, I just want to lay in bed and just put the covers over my head and just, you know, build a little cocoon, because it's just crazy. It's just crazy. Like all the things about the Bills beating the Chiefs and how out of their, you know, however many last matchups they've won 5 or whatever. And it's like, none of that matters anymore. We can talk about, oh, the Chiefs, you know, Josh Allen's first in this metric for playoffs and first in this metric and all of that. Things that I've all praised and have been banging that drum all year. You know, you guys know that I think Josh Allen is the best quarterback in the NFL. I do not think it's a wash at quarterback position. Josh Allen is better than Patrick Mahomes. And this is the moment where you prove that. You know, and Colin's kind of saying, though, oh, their offense wasn't even that good against the Texans. Well, the Texans' defense is really good. That's kind of like their like one thing that they do really well. That's number one. Number two, we know the Chiefs are going to bring it. We know the Chiefs are going to bring it. The Rams were able to put up points on the Bills. The Lions were able to put up points on the Bills. We know the Kansas City Chiefs will find a way to score points. If you're saying that they're putting up 27, you know, they're putting up points. So we know Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce. Yeah, they're dependent on Travis Kelce. But we know this game where there's going to be moments where Hollywood Brown has a huge catch, that Xavier Worthy has some sort of gadget play and goes off for 30. We know there's going to be a moment where every single Buffalo Bills fan screams, how is Travis Kelce so wide open? You know, or get him, only for Patrick Mahomes to break free. We know that's going to happen because that's essentially happened in every single moment, you know, in every single matchup with these two teams. We know that. So that's why a game like this is so unpredictable. I think it's less about the Kansas City Chiefs deficits and what the Buffalo Bills will be able to do to necessarily slow down Patrick Mahomes, and more about Josh Allen establishing his dominance, making that Kansas City Chiefs defense uncomfortable. Yeah, we know that Kansas City defense is legit. We know Spags is legit. We know that. So they're going to have a great game plan. And if anyone can slow down Josh Allen, it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs. We know that. But it's time for this Buffalo Bills team to say, this is different. This is different. This is not years past. This is not, you know, last year's playoffs or the year before that. This is different. This is the year where your offense better be flawless, because our offense, we're just going to do what we want to do. We actually have our game plans now. We actually have our play caller. We actually have an offensive coordinator who knows how to get this team ready and prepared for this moment. We have that now. And now it's time to just execute. Because like if you agree with what Colin is saying, you win this game, then you have an amazing chance at winning the Super Bowl. You're either going to be facing a rookie quarterback in the Washington Commanders, or you're going up against the Philadelphia Eagles, who have hardly been playing this elite special ball that's like, they're hardly a juggernaut as well. I think all these teams are susceptible. In a lot of ways, I think all these teams can beat each other. So there's just so much at stake here, man. There's so much at stake here. Josh Allen gets to solidify himself as that guy. And again, I'm a firm believer that this is a team sport. I believe that even if Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills lost this game, I'm still sticking with Josh Allen being the best quarterback in the NFL. I'm still sticking by that because I 100% believe that. But if you win this game, I don't have to explain myself. You actually will take away videos from me because I'll just say, yeah, Josh Allen's better than Patrick Mahomes. Of course he is. Yeah, he is. And it's just like, if you disagree with that, it's like, well, I don't know what to tell you, man. I don't even have to paint an argument for it because it's just obvious. Like, what do you want me to say? It's like trying to argue that someone's taller than another person, and it's like, dude, just look at their height. You can see that he's clearly 3 inches taller than him. What do you mean you're trying to argue that he's not taller? Like, what? That just is what it is. It no longer becomes 1 + 1 = 2. It just becomes this color is blue. There's no way for me to debate that the color is blue. You either recognize it as being blue or you don't. Like, and that's on you, man. If you don't recognize that as blue, like, see a doctor, because you are colorblind. That's how solidified it becomes. And then the Buffalo Bills also set themselves up for the years moving forward. You win this game, you're going to have players that really want to go there. You're going to have coaches that are going to want to stick around or also come there. Things just really settle and get rooted. The Buffalo Bills really struggled with getting some roots. They're losing their coordinators. They're losing some players. In this situation, you beat the Kansas City Chiefs. I'm the captain now. That was a great run you had. And all of the losses that the Buffalo Bills had, all of those heartbreaking losses, you get to stop the Kansas City Chiefs from a three-peat. You get to slay that NFL dragon, if you see it that way. You get to do that. And no one can ever take that away from you. And you get to go back to the Super Bowl. And if you're in the Super Bowl, again, playing the Washington Commanders, the Philadelphia Eagles, your chances are going to be great. I wonder who would be favored. I mean, definitely versus the Commanders, your favorite. I don't know versus the Eagles, who would be favored in that. Probably depends on how these games unfold. Like if the Bills won 35-21 or something against the Chiefs, I could see the Bills being favored. But if it is one of these really weird kind of oh my God, what's happening in this game? And the Bills still win and the Eagles win pretty convincingly against the Commanders, I could see the Eagles riding that momentum in terms of how people see a game going. But guys, this is what we've been waiting for. And this is the narrative that I fought against throughout the whole season, because people constantly just want to be like, well, it doesn't matter to the playoffs. And it's like, okay, again, and I'm always like, yeah, I get that. We all understand that the playoffs are where everything is most important. But we're watching the regular season, so these games do matter. So just stop. Otherwise, then don't watch. I don't know what to tell you. But now, it's all that stuff is aside. It really is. Now it is kind of okay, none of the past matters. It doesn't matter that you beat the Chiefs in, this year and that year. It doesn't matter that you beat them in the regular season. None of that matters. None of that matters. It doesn't matter that you've lost all these years in the Super Bowl and that you lost in this conference championship game and this divisional round. None of that matters. Josh Allen is amazing. He's the best. Doesn't matter. None of that matters. The only thing that matters is Sunday, 6:30. It's the only thing that matters. And that you play high-level ball. If both of these teams play their best ball, the Buffalo Bills win. The only way the Buffalo Bills lose this game is if they don't play their best ball. That's the message that needs to be through the heads of the Buffalo Bills. Just look at the Baltimore Ravens. You either catch the ball or you drop the ball. You either hold on to the ball or you fumble the ball. You either win or you lose. The playoffs, everything does really get binary, and I fight against that black and white thinking, but that's what it comes down to. That's what it gets boiled down to. When we start debating legacies and this and that, sure, we can really get lost in the weeds. But when it comes to this moment right now, none of that matters. You either show up or you do not. And it is up to every single Buffalo Bill, every single member of that staff, to show up. This is your year. This is your season. You either be a hero or you be a footnote. And we're going to find out on Sunday what it's going to be. But those are just my thoughts. I'd absolutely love to hear yours. What do you guys all think about the Buffalo Bills' chances over the Kansas City Chiefs? You riding with Colin, them winning 28-27. Let me know in the comments below. I read every single comment, so whether you agree with me or disagree with me, either way, let's get in some discussions. Let's get in some fights. But ultimately, let's just have some fun. And please do consider subscribing. We're building an amazing community here, and I absolutely love to see you part of it. I want to build something that we all genuinely feel connected to. Something that we're really excited to be part of. I think we're on our way to doing it. And please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, as it really does help the visibility and the algorithm. Thank you so much. See you next time.